What do you remember about the first time you ever met Nick Scott?
Uh, that was back when Nick Scott had the dreads. He was just really goofy. He was one of those guys that, as soon as I met him, we connect on another level because we had the same mindset with stuff. We had the same kind of jokes and sense of humor. So, right off the bat, we kind of connected in that way, just because we was the only two people who could really understand our slight humor and stuff like that. So, that's kind of like what I remember is just seeing him with the dreads, but also knowing like, yo, that dude's funny.
First of all, I would say that Nick Scott, he's one of the funniest guys on the team, so he always brings that energy, good vibes to the locker room. He's a guy that I can count on. He's reliable, He holds everybody to a higher standard, whether it's in the locker room, on the field, or during workouts. So, like I said, he's accountable, and he's just a great teammate, He's one of my ultimate teammates. We have this thing called ultimate teammate, one of the guys we can rely on. And like I said, he brings the juice, brings the energy, and that's what I like about him.
What's the biggest thing that you've been able to learn from him, maybe off the field or maybe, helping you in your game as well?
There's always another level that you can push yourself to, physically, mentally, it doesn't matter.
No.
He always brings everything he has. During running workouts, some guys, they would say, I can't do another rep. He never complains. And that's one thing that I've seen. He just does it, And so something that I learned from him is to not complain and just do it. And as simple as that, it's a mindset thing.
Whenever we're outside of the football field or in the locker room, he can have fun and it's hilarious. But he's also one of those guys that can flip the switch pretty quick and is well respected in the locker room. And a lot of guys look up to him because he is our special teams captain. So he's one of those guys that, as we're in the locker room, we're joking, we're having fun, we're laughing. As soon as we step on the field and he flips that switch, everybody else flip that switch with him. And that's just the things he carry on the field as a special teams leader and one of those guys that, the freshmen look up to.
What do you think is the most important thing that he does in terms of his leadership on the field, specifically as it relates to leading the special team team?
Leading by example. A lot of guys can be a vocal leader, and that's cool, but to be someone who sets the example by doing it consistently every day in the weight room, in the classroom, on the football field, game days, that's just one of those guys that you can count on that he's going to be in his spot every time, no matter what the circumstances is, whether it's hot or cold, whether he's hurt or not. He's gonna make sure he's in that position every time, and that's something that we saw. Every time he stepped on the field, whether that's defense or special teams, and that's why he is one of our captains.